Welcome to Language with Liza, and today we're going to talk about how to read poetry. Poems can be complex, full of psychological meaning, and hundreds of pages long. So how do we best read them? Most of us are taught in school to read poems carefully, look for rhythm and rhyme, and examine every word choice. This is an excellent way to kill a poem. Poetry is thought to have started as a way of remembering messages and stories. The message a person was meant to take perhaps hundreds of miles was put into poetry to make it easier to remember. If you remember one thing, remember this: poems are meant to be read aloud. Even modern poetry that was written to be read by your eyes becomes clearer and more meaningful when given sound. For example, Maya Angelou's poem Still I Rise has "but still like dust I rise" as one of its first lines. If you read it in print, just the words, flat on the page, the poem lies there, flat on the page, left to sink into history. But once it is read aloud, as a whole, it rises. It is no longer a dried-out piece of blurbage, but instead becomes a living language, always meant to have been spoken and shared. As Angelou said, "You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me in the very dirt, but still, like dust, I'll rise." Next up in Language with Liza, penguins.